So I recently started reorganizing my channel. And when I first created my channel, I knew that titles and descriptions were very important, right? But I didn't understand how much of an effect it would have until I actually started recording videos and doing it myself. Now, here's the thing. A lot of us have this issue where a person will watch one of our videos, but then they leave our channel, right? They don't subscribe, they don't binge watch, they don't watch another video. One way to get people to binge watch or to get more watch time is to create playlists, okay? Because like I say, if somebody comes and watches one of your videos and then goes to something else, because after your video goes off, YouTube is going to recommend something else if you don't. And so probably another artist, another content creator, another musician that is creating similar content to yours. So if you don't have anything else for that person to watch or anything else that YouTube thinks it should recommend, it's gonna show that viewer something else. So the algorithm, for example, is not going to reward you, so to speak, right? So here's the thing about playlists. Playlists turn one view into many, one view into 10. Think of it as when people say pennies, pennies become dollars, right? So a lot of people don't think that way, but it's the small views that can turn into big views. So if you did all that work, or if YouTube did all that work, or if you have a good video that brought in that viewer, or somehow that viewer stumbled across your video, and you don't have anything else to hook them in or keep them hooked or get them binge watching your channel, then you miss out. You miss out on an opportunity. So what I would say is when you create playlists, what you want to do is you want to put your best videos up front, right? So you can, I think you have to do this. Well, no, you can do it on YouTube Studio or either YouTube or YouTube Studio. But everything is a lot easier on desktop. Every now and then you should be getting on desktop on a computer if you can, and just kind of like touching up on things and looking at it from a different perspective. A desktop is going to show you, or a laptop, I'm sorry, is going to show you more of what you cannot see just on your phone alone. So I don't know exactly how it will look on a tablet, but definitely try to look every now and then, like once a month maybe, or once a week, just from a laptop. So what you want to do is you want to put your best videos right in front of the viewer's face. Like, you don't, when a new viewer comes to your page, you don't want them, like I have over 1,000 videos on my page. You don't want viewers coming to your channel having to look through 1,000 videos or 100 videos to try to find where is the video that they want. You need to put your best videos up front and have them organized in playlists, okay? So and then, because, well, more watch time, of course, more watch time equals or more views can contribute to more watch time. So, which contributes to monetization. And so playlists help recommendations, suggested videos, and how viewers find the right content. So typically, like I said before, after your video goes off, YouTube is going to recommend that viewer another video. So if you have a great possibility of when your video is over, YouTube showing that viewer another one of your videos or another one of your playlists or something like that. So like I said, I have over 1,000 videos on my YouTube page. So I cannot go through and today get all of those videos retitled. But what I can do is start one by one retitling those videos, so that and I'm using ChatGPT to do that, okay? I advise you to do the same, because all you do is type your current title and description and put it into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to help you with this. Because what you have is an idea. ChatGPT is gonna take your idea and put that with research. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna allow you, once you change that title and description, it's gonna allow your video to be put in front of more people who are searching for that type of video, and you're gonna get essentially more views, more watch time. So, like when you think about Netflix, so Netflix does not rely on one video or one episode, right? Netflix relies on seasons, right? And so seasons are essentially kind of like the same thing as creating multiple playlists. Like when you have a playlist that's talking about, like I have the maximum amount of playlists on my page, but everything is kind of like talking about different things, but they're all pieces of a big pie, right? I talk about how to make artists become independent, and in the process of artists becoming independent, or if you want to say a CEO or the boss of the whole or of the whole I was finna say orchestra, but not orchestra, of the whole, orchestration, I guess. Like basically, you like one of the things that I teach is music, of course. Another thing that I teach is how to film yourself, right? So cameras and stuff like that, how to professionally film yourself. Because one thing that you have to understand is, as an artist, right, you want to look at things from a media perspective, because that's what a record label is. A record label doesn't operate like an artist. An artist is just one piece of the pie on a label, right? A record label operates like a media company, right? They have so many different things that make up the big piece of the puzzle. So if you want to make 90% of the revenue, or 100% of if you want to own 90 to 100%, 95%, then you have to do 90 to 95% of the work. And that's just what it is. So, even in music, like you think of, like we had albums back in the day, right? And so streaming didn't really stop the album, right? It's just that now albums have become like playlists. So if you have an album, right, you orchestrate that in a playlist, and now people are not just coming to your page playing one song and then going elsewhere. When they play one song, they get drawn into a playlist, which is a whole album or a series, right, of more music or more similar music. And then like if you look at my homepage, or my layout that I have, my homepage, my playlist. On my homepage, like I said, I have the maximum amount of playlists. And before I didn't have this, by default, YouTube doesn't really do that for you. So once you build up enough videos, even if you don't, you can have 5 videos and still make a playlist, You can have 10 videos, 20 videos, 30 videos and make playlists. Like I say, you want to put your best content first, so that way when new viewers come, they get drawn in by the good content, right? And then they'll typically probably start binge watching, and then that will lead them to more of your content. And then like if you were to like look at your page right now, if you were to look at your page right now and look at your content and the way that it's structured and laid out, would you binge watch your content if you were just somebody that didn't know who you were? Would you, if you were to look at that, would you binge watch your content? And is it orchestrated? Is it set up to where it's easy to binge watch? Like nobody's gonna watch one video and then dig through 30 videos to try to find, well, where's another video similar to this, or the next video that I should watch with this. So yeah, it takes a lot of organizing. But when I first read up on this and researched this about playlists and put my stuff in playlists, I liked my page way better. So, but one of the ways I learned this is by looking at other top creators, other top musicians, other top YouTubers, right? So that's why I say take a look at my homepage and layout in my playlist, how I have it orchestrated, and try to fix yours up in a similar way, or one of your top creators. And if you're serious about growth, like I say, I would say start with your own playlist, including one topic, one goal, and one binge path.